Hello, welcome to another episode of a sister podcast. My name is Lulu, and I'm here with
Miriam.
And Yesenia. So how are you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm pretty hungry. I haven't ate, and it's like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
That's kind of on
lunchtime
you,
already.
I'm not going to lie.
All right, I guess.
So last time we left off talking about some of our dreams we've had.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about this dream that I've had recurrently since I was a little girl. And I'm going to tell you guys about it, and you can guys tell me some of yours.
So you had it like like multiple times?
Yes, like since I was a little girl, maybe about 5 times.
When was the last time you had it?
Maybe
Like recently?
like 3 years back.
Oh.
That's not too
But I
recent.
mean, spread
It's not
out
that far
over
back.
time.
Yeah.
I've had the same
But-
exact dream.
Yeah, it's like fully like the same thing. Nothing has
Exactly
changed.
the same dream. I don't know what it means, or I don't know. I've never looked into it because
You never Googled it?
no, because
Oh, I
it's
would've
like
Googled it.
so
Yeah, I would've
many
Googled it.
aspects. Like I would have to write it all out on Google.
No, just Google like little things that seem to stick out and see like what those mean.
Well, I haven't tried it, so I'm gonna tell you guys. So the first time I've had it, I think I was about 10, and that's about how old I was in the actual dream. So
You're you in the dream?
Yes, I'm me in the dream.
Okay. And is it
somebody else.
actually you? Like you look like you?
Yes, it's me
Okay.
as a little girl. And I'm like 10, and I'm at this like mall type place. Like there's like different stores, but it's like it's closed down or it hasn't opened yet. So we're in there trying to like stock a store or something, like we're opening a store in the mall. And I'm there, you are there, but you're a baby. Like doesn't crawl or anything, baby, like a baby.
So you're 10 though in your dream?
I think about
How much older are you?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
I'm 29.
About like 6.
years.
So you weren't a baby in real life.
I wasn't a baby. I was like a toddler. I was like 3.
But in
Yeah.
my dream, you were a baby.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in this small place and we're like stocking this store, and it's me, you, my mom, my dad, our aunt is there, some of our cousins are there, and we're all just working around the store, and we all had to go down into a basement type thing, it was like in the same building, but we were just going down somewhere. And so we take the elevator down and we go down there, and when we get down there, there's like this big conveyor belt,
Okay.
and it's like we had no choice but to be on it. Like we just walked into it.
We're like onto
It's
the
not
conveyor
like,
belt?
yeah, it's not like we walked up there and we get onto
So
the
it's like a
conveyor belt.
ginormous conveyor belt.
Yeah, it's really big. And
Okay.
then at the end of the conveyor belt, there's this door that's opening and shutting, and when it opens, you can see fire in it. So it's like a big old oven.
Like an incinerator?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So we're
Or like
on
when
the
they take
conveyor
trash
belt
sometimes.
and we're
Yeah.
going towards the oven.
Okay. We can't just get off? Like, just jump
Apparently not. Apparently not. And then there's
Okay.
this claw thing, this metal claw that I'm watching. I'm like there, but like everyone's like ahead of me kind of.
off? Okay.
And there's this claw that's picking like one by one, like each of us, one by one.
Okay, but you physically are there? You're not just like watching?
No,
Like, you're
I'm
not
there.
just
I'm
eyes?
there.
Oh,
Okay.
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 I'm there. And so this claw picks up each one of us. Well, it didn't pick me up, but the rest of the people.
Like
it
our
was
cousins and our aunts?
yes, and our mom and our dad. I watched them get picked up by the claw and thrown into the oven.
Oh
That's
my
so
God.
sad.
So they died?
Well, they burned up in that. I guess yes.
Okay.
And so I have you in my arms.
'Cause I'm a
like the big
baby.
sister. Yeah, because you're a baby in my dream.
Right.
And I just jump off the thing. I don't know why
So
everyone.
we can't jump off.
I guess we can.
Everybody just
But
went.
everyone just stood there and let the claw take them and just went into the oven.
Did they like scream or anything?
No,
Or
I
they
didn't hear
just-
any screaming.
They just went.
But it was just very horrible for me to watch it. I just felt terrified.
Well, you
And
were like
so-
10 years old at this time, right? So
Yeah, and I was a little girl
You were a
having this
child.
dream. I don't know exactly how old I was having this dream, but I would say I was still in elementary school.
okay.
Yeah, because we lived in that little house that we used to live. Okay, so I jump off the conveyor belt, and then I run towards this side door. But while I'm running, zombies come out, and they're chasing me. They're chasing me and you.
This is
What?
insane.
It's insane. It's insane. I know.
It's
but
so
It's the
random.
same dream over and over. It's the same exact details. So they start chasing me and I'm running towards that side door that I see. And I go through the door. But then I like quickly stop because it's like a big long hallway. And then there's like this little piece of flooring and then there's a big gap. And then there's another little piece of flooring, like a game.
Like, you
Literally
gotta jump.
sounds like a video
I'm
game.
going to have to jump. And I don't have any time to think because the zombies are after me.
Right.
I don't know
And
if
I'm still,
I don't
like,
know
in
if I
your
was
arms.
a little girl that watched a zombie movie
You probably did.
or what, but I don't remember
But like
watching
it's
any
still
zombie
in
movies.
your head that you keep having it.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense. So I grab you in my arms. I don't like let you go or leave you behind. I grab you and I jump over that
And you
first
made
one.
it?
Yeah, and I made it. And then there was another one, and the zombies don't know what to do with the gap.
Oh, they just
But they're
fall in
still
the hole?
trying.
Oh,
They're
I
still
thought they
trying
were
to
just gonna
jump.
fall in.
They just fall in the hole.
Some of them are, and some of them are trying to actually jump. So
What?
Shit.
I jump over
Some
that one,
smart
and then there's
zombies.
another gap and another piece of flooring, and I jump. And there's like maybe 2 more after that first one, or 3 more.
So how many are there? Like 10? Like,
No, there's like 3 gaps or 4 gaps, something like that.
okay.
Oh.
And I jump all of those with you, and the zombies are after me. And then at the end of that hallway, there's another door, and I open that door, and I'm out onto the street.
They're just outside.
It's the outside,
But you
and
were in
it's
the
a busy
basement.
road.
But you were in the basement.
Yeah.
Did you go upstairs or
No.
you just walked on the
No,
street?
I walked out, and I was on the street.
Okay.
Sidewalk on the street. There are like brick buildings, and it's like a busy road. There's lots of cars, and then I crossed the street, and across the street, I just knew to cross the street because in my dream I knew that it was a hotel, and at that hotel there was our brother and our cousin and our cousin's dad. So they weren't in the tragedy because they just stayed back in the hotel. They didn't go to
They
the
didn't go.
mall thing.
Okay.
And so I tell them, and I'm just like crying, and I'm like just terrified telling them what happened. And then my dream ends there.
That's crazy.
So we're the only survivors?
Me and you are the only survivors, and then the people that didn't go.
I don't even know what that could mean though.
Right,
I'm
it's so
telling you, how do I
random.
look this up? What do I take and look up?
So
Zombies
if-
chasing me?
So when you keep having the dream, are you still 10 years old
Yes.
in your dream?
Yes.
You never change your age.
Oh,
like
and I
this.
forgot something.
What happened?
There were also bees.
Bees?
Yeah.
In the basement?
Yes. Inside the basement with the zombies.
And the bees were chasing you too?
Yeah. They were like swarming us.
I don't know what any of this means.
So bees and zombies
Like
and
bumblebees.
kind of a game. But bumblebees, I thought didn't really like swarm or like attack you.
But in my dream, in your dreams, anything is possible.
But what do the zombies look like? Because when you're
Do they look
explaining
like
it,
actual zombies?
when you're explaining
Yeah.
it, I'm thinking like that video game Zombies versus Plants, or what is it? Plants versus Zombies?
No, they
I
look
don't know
like,
why I'm
they
thinking
look
like
like
that.
zombies from The Walking Dead.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my God. But
Do you guys remember? This is so random. Do you guys remember that movie? It was when we lived in the Huntersville house.
Mm-hmm.
We watched this movie. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like this family was going on like a trip and they had stopped like at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
And the man inside gave them like wrong directions, so they ended up like in the middle of the desert with like their car broke down, so they had to stay there.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was like those creepy like
They were
people
mutants.
that were like cannibals, and they were like they stole the baby.
Yeah.
I remember
I
watching
think
that.
I do.
But then the
Those-
baby ended up being okay, right?
Yeah, because one of them,
Was good.
and gave the baby back, but like all the other ones died
one
in terrible
was like a
ways.
girl. One was like a girl and was like taking care of the baby.
Yeah.
No, because she was like kind of sort of not fully the cannibal, like just crazy out of the mind.
They
Yeah,
were,
they
like,
were like. Yeah, I do
Cannibals,
remember
deformed.
that
It was
movie.
crazy.
Is
I
that
remember
not, like,
crying.
over the hill or into the hills?
The Hills Have Eyes.
Is
No,
it that?
I think that's something else.
I don't know what it was called, but I think if we can look it up,
I
think we
remember
can
watching
figure it
that
out.
movie with you guys. I was so little. I remember crying because I was like the baby. Like I thought it was gonna die. Everybody else died,
Yeah.
like gruesome ways. Like one of them was like on fire.
I don't know how our parents let us watch those.
They
of things.
didn't.
They
We were
didn't.
home
We just
alone.
watched it.
We were home alone.
But I don't remember my parents ever having restrictions on what we watched, except when we were watching novelas and like the actors were like gonna kiss.
They were
then
like,
they
they're
would be
like,
like, pause
"You
it,
know
turn it
what?
off.
That is true, because I watched,
And they let us watch scary movies.
Texas Chainsaw when I was like 8.
And all the Saw movies I watched.
We saw all the songs.
all the Saw movies.
Yeah, literally.
That is so true.
And we were little.
Yeah.
We were little.
kids. So have you guys had any crazy dreams that you remember actually?
Not crazy, but I just have random dreams.
Random dreams.
Like random ass dreams.
And you remember them?
I remember them to like write them down, but then after I like don't remember them.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have dreams every day, but they're all just kind of random.
You dream every day?
Yeah, I dream every day.
I didn't even dream last night.
I dream every day, but
I do not dream at all.
No, yeah, I dream every day, but sometimes it's different. Like sometimes I'll dream and remember it like as soon as I wake up, and then for like a couple hours maybe, and then I'll just totally forget what the dream was. Or I'll like remember it for like 2 seconds when I wake up, and then I'll just completely forget about it. Like
that happens to me too. My mind just goes poof and it's gone.
Yeah,
poof.
like it just
Literally,
out of my
I'm so
head. I don't
serious.
know why though. But if I don't dream, yeah, I feel like I didn't sleep.
What?
Yeah,
I feel the
I dream
opposite.
every single day. So if I don't dream, it's like weird.
If I dream, I feel like I didn't sleep all night.
I'm gonna start writing my dreams down so y'all can see how random it is. Like it's just super random,
Yeah, write them down.
and it just be just. Sometimes they're like really long and complex, and sometimes they're not. They're just like really short, or they'll just like change from one thing to another
Might do
really
that.
fast, or they'll just merge, and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, you have multiple dreams in one night?
Yeah, sometimes.
I usually do.
What?
Mine are always so complex, and then they just change, and then stuff doesn't make any sense, and then I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
Like
But
I had a dream yesterday, and I just remember it was really weird.
What is
But
it?
I can't really remember what it is.
Oh.
I remember when I woke up, but
So you have to write them down when you wake up.
yeah. Otherwise,
You
usually
forget.
I don't remember.
Oh my god, I was gonna say something and I just forgot it. It was a dream. and
Something
I
about
forgot it.
dreams. Your scariest dream. Is
It'll-
that your scariest dream?
Yeah, it really terrified me when I was a little girl.
I only had a really, really scary dream when I had that like what's it called? I always forget what it's called. When you can't move and stuff.
Insomnia?
Cuando
That's
se
not
te sube el
insomnia.
muerto.
Yeah, that.
Not insomnia.
I haven't had that happen to me, but I've heard it's...
I've had that happen to me maybe like 4 times in like, in like my life. Yeah, it's really weird. And it's really
It's like
scary.
when you can't move, you can't talk, you can't scream or nothing,
Yeah,
right?
but you feel like you're awake, and you are awake, kind of.
But your body doesn't want
Supposedly you're awake, but like your
Body's in the
brain or your
dream.
body isn't fully awake yet,
Oh.
but your brain is or something. Something to where you're awake, but
So
you're
your
not
brain
awake.
wakes up first.
Something like that. It's like your brain wakes up before your body does, so you're just there.
And you
And
feel
like
scared?
I can see, yeah. For some reason, you feel scared. You just feel scared.
It's probably
Because
because you can't move.
or
It
you
freaks
can't-
you out.
Yeah, like you just feel scared, and like you're awake, like you can see everything, but you can't move and you can't talk. Like you can't do
That's
anything. You're
scary.
just there.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, it's scary, and like you swear you were screaming. Sometimes it's like I feel like I can't move, or sometimes I'll feel like I'm screaming and I'm moving, and I'm still kind of asleep and I can't wake up, and I'll like try to wake my boyfriend up, and like he's like, you weren't doing anything.
It's like internally.
Yeah, it's like, because one time I think I had the dream, and I was like, I swear I was.
So it's like a dream.
It's like you're a dream, but it's not a dream because you can see everything. Like you're awake. Like
In
I
real
can
life,
see him.
you're
Yeah.
not asleep dreaming.
Yeah.
You're
because
asleep
I'm
dreaming?
awake.
What?
Look, I'm gonna explain it. So
I'm confused.
I had my eyes open. Put it that way. I had my eyes open. I can see the way I was laying. I can see my boyfriend next to me.
So you're not dreaming. It's real
You're
life.
not dreaming. You're awake.
You're just stuck.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, you're like stuck. So I'm awake. I can see how he's laying. I can see that I'm kind of like almost touching him, but I'm not. This is one specific time. So I'm like almost touching him, but I'm not. And I'm like, when the word like, I feel like I can't move. So I start yelling like his name, like, oh my God, like wake up, wake up, wake up. And until I like snap out of it and I just move my body in real life because like I'm fully awake now. And I wake him up and like, did you not hear me like screaming at you? Like, did you not hear me?
And he's like, no.
And he's like, no, like you weren't doing anything.
He's probably like, no, what do you mean?
Yeah. And then another time he said I was like twitching. Like I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
trying
you
to
twitch
move
in your
him.
sleep.
I was trying to move him, and I could move, but I was just like twitching. I wasn't moving.
Like little movements.
Yeah, like little movements. Even though I fell,
And
I told
he saw
him,
you.
He felt it, and he woke up, and then he woke me up.
And what did he say?
He said, "Yeah, you were like twitching. You were like
But
moving
he
a
saw
lot."
your eyes open?
That's a good question. I think he said no.
So you were asleep.
So,
So it's like a dream.
but I'm awake though.
You're awake in your dream.
Something like that. But what he said that. I think he said no, because I think if my eyes were open, it would have freaked him out. No, I think he said I had my eyes closed, but I was just kind of like twitching. But I was, in my mind, I was like pinching him, and I was shoving him, and I was...
But that wasn't true.
And I was moving him, and he said no, that I was just kind of twitching, and he just woke me up because he thought I was having a bad dream or something.
I remember your boyfriend telling us that you had started like waking up laughing.
Oh yeah,
and I was like,
oh no.
He told me
we were
one day
on the trip.
That's
I was
creepy.
like,
Yeah, he told me that I think once or twice. I was asleep, but I was like laughing.
Oh no.
I'd be like, come get her. Come get her.
Somebody come get her.
Listen, if I was him, I would have shoved
be
him
like,
so hard. I would have punched him,
would've
like,
screamed
stop
and
laughing.
ran.
No,
I would have stayed there and touched that person. I would have screamed and ran.
I don't know. I only remember one time. I forgot who it was. Somebody I was sleeping with. Either Daisy. Well,
I think it was me. I used to laugh in my sleep too.
Either Miriam
Miriam
or,
used to talk in her sleep
or our
too.
other little
used to talk in my
sister.
sleep.
Or our other little brother. They all slept with me.
Who
at
was the one
point.
that said to Dad, "Go on, papi, go on."
Miriam.
It
was
You were
Miriam.
little and y'all had watched like a soccer game.
Probably.
And you used to sleep with our parents, so he said that you you didn't wake up. You were talking in your sleep, and you were like, "Go on, papi, go on, go on."
That's so cute.
And I think my dad talked to her though. I think he was like,
Sí,
"Go,
mija, go.
and you were like, "Yeah, go."
Y él hablando de ahí.
He's talking to you.
Literally.
Yeah, that's funny. That's cute.
No,
That wasn't creepy. That was cute.
I guess.
Yours is weird because you're old.
No, and laughing? That's creepy.
But he didn't say I was like hysterically laughing. I guess I was kind of like giggling or something. But he said that was even more scary.
Oh, no.
Ew.
No.
But he twitching. He do all these things too in his sleep. He be twitching. Sometimes he just be talking gibberish. Like I'll hear him just like, and I'm like, what? What are you saying?
And he's asleep.
And he's like, and then I would be like, what are you saying? And he would like kind of wake up. He's like, no, nothing. Like,
oh, so
nothing.
he's conscious of that?
It's like,
No, he said he'll kind of
like
wake
when
up.
I laugh, when I woke up laughing one time, and I remember it because he woke me up. He woke me up.
That's so scary.
But I had woke up remembering like I had a funny dream, and I was laughing in my dream. And that's why I told him, I was like, no, like I just had a funny dream. That's why I'm laughing. Like, I'm fine though.
I'm fine.
He's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, he was like, why are you laughing? And I was like, I'm dreaming, bro. Like I'm in a I was laughing in my dream. It was a funny dream. He woke me up. I can't get the dream back.
Oh my god, I try so bad to get my dreams back when they're good dreams, and I never can.
I've done that like once or twice.
I have before.
It's really hard though.
Where you wake up a little bit in the middle of the night and you just go back to sleep and you keep on dreaming what you were dreaming.
Mine will be
that.
similar, but it'll change. Like it'll be different.
Sometimes that happened to me with like a scary dream, and I'll like have one scary dream, and I'll like tell myself, okay, I'm dreaming. Like I'm gonna just wake up, and I wake myself up, and then I'll go back to sleep, and I'll have another scary dream, or it'll continue, and then I'm like, no, I'm still dreaming, and I woke myself up again, and then it would just continue. Like it happened like 5 times. It would just continue, and I was like, I can't sleep. Like I'm gonna just stay up.
Just wake up.
I'm just not gonna go back to sleep.
I don't wake myself up. Like if I'm having a scary dream, I'll know. I'm like, wait, like I don't want to have this dream, and I'll just literally change my dream. I don't wake myself up though.
No, to change the dream, I have to like wake myself up and then go back to sleep. I can't like. I don't like this one. I'm getting another one.
I'm literally like, I don't like this dream. This is just a dream. And then I'm like, psh, and I change my dream. I don't know.
I honestly very rarely dream. Very rarely. The most I've dreamt has been while I'm pregnant.
So that's how you know you're pregnant?
Not really, but I do start dreaming way more when I'm pregnant. But I do have dreams of like what I'm going to have. I think I mentioned that last time.
I think you did.
Maybe
yeah.
you're having your kids' dreams.
Ooh.
That's why you dream so much more.
You're having double the dreams.
Like, honestly, I do. Like, I dream
You're having
every
your kids'
day while I'm
dreams?
pregnant.
Have you asked your kids if they dream every day?
No.
Maybe they do. Maybe they're
But
very like.
Celeste has had dreams, bad ones, where she's waking up scared. But then I ask her what was it, and she's like, she doesn't remember. She just feels like she was scared, like something scared her. But if I do dream, the times that I do dream, I feel like I dreamt all night, and then I didn't get to sleep. Like my mind doesn't feel rested. Yeah.
But do you dream all night?
Like when I dream, I feel like I dreamt all night. Like I didn't rest.
Really?
Yeah.
Because even when I dream, I feel like I just dream like half the night and then I rest.
No.
Then I
I
have
feel
nothing.
like that's actually what happens. I feel like my dreams are actually very short, but I feel like I dreamt all night.
Yes. Yeah, that's how
Because
so
when I don't dream, I feel like I didn't sleep. But if I will tell you my dream, like I'll tell you my dream and it's really short. So there's no way I dreamt the dream all night.
That's true. Yeah.
Or maybe you just don't remember the rest of it.
Or I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you guys
short.
have that school dream, like where you're going to school, or like you forgot something, or like you didn't wear something? I had a dream one time about school, and that who was it? I think it was BB's, our dog, or the Labrador. I had a dream. I looked out the window at school, and that he was right there.
Oh no!
And I was
he followed you to school.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Whose dog is that? Whose dog is that?" And I
like,
looked,
"It's
and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's my dog."
Clifford. Clifford used to follow little girl to school, right?
I loved Clifford.
And I was like, oh my god, that's my dog. I need to go get him. And like they had to call my parents. We had to walk him home for some reason. Instead of going in the car, we walked him home. I don't know. But
That's so cute though.
I've had dreams about school, but it's kind of just like I'm going to school. Like it's just a side story. Like
the only thing
nada de
school related
importancia.
that I've had is when I would go to sleep like early in the afternoon. And then just wake up really late at night, and I'm just like, oh shoot,
like
I'm
it's
late
time
for
for school.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've had, but I haven't had dreams of school. No.
Well, that's happened to me, but it's not my dream. Like it's just when I wake up that I'm like, wait, what day is it?
What time is it? What day is it? Yeah. Sometimes you wake up all confused.
I did have a dream once about school that I think I was like asleep in class, and I had woke up and like everyone was gone, and like it was nighttime. And I just stayed there.
In school?
Yeah.
You know, I think I had a similar dream.
Yeah. Like I just slept on the desk and nobody woke me up and I just stayed there.
Oh, you stayed there?
I had a similar dream, but mine was I fell asleep on the bus, which I used to do a lot.
You fell asleep on the bus and stayed there?
Yeah.
Isn't that what happened to your husband or something? He fell asleep on the bus.
Yeah.
That happened to me though. I used to fall asleep on the bus in the mornings, and like they would just wake me up so that I could get off.
He was a little boy, and he fell asleep like under the seats.
Oh, your husband?
Why was he under the seat?
Because he was there working with his uncle or something. He was
because it's Mexico.
He just
they
got
just
bored
places.
and he sat behind and he just, well, where am I gonna lay down under the seat? He just laid under the seat, and then the guy couldn't find him, and then he didn't get home, so he was just asleep under the seats. Everybody was looking for him,
like
and
the
he
whole
was
day.
just yep. He was just there.
So how they find
I think
him?
it was like
Did he
later in
wake
the night, I
up
guess.
and like come out? Or
I think they found him eventually.
So he was just gonna sleep the whole night.
He was just asleep.
who was gonna think to look under the seat though? I wouldn't have thought of that. He
I
would
don't
just
know.
have to stay there.
Yeah, that's scary though. That's like when Miriam got put on the wrong bus.
But I wasn't scared.
Did you fall asleep that time?
No.
You were awake.
I would-
Do you remember?
A little bit. I would fall asleep.
I remember.
I would fall asleep
I
in the
remember.
mornings on the way to school, so they would just wake me up and I would like get off. No, that time I remember I don't remember getting on the bus, but I remember just being on the bus and like I never got off. I guess I didn't. I guess I was just like, oh, like my street didn't come,
So
and
I'm not getting
so I'm
off.
not getting off.
You're so smart.
And
So
then
you knew where you lived though, like you.
Yeah, I
knew
knew where
like,
we
your-
lived.
where your street looked
Yeah.
like and stuff. Okay.
And then they just brought me back to school and I got off and like y'all were there and I was like, okay.
But you didn't think like you rode the bus with Lulu. You didn't say anything like.
well,
"Where's
what
Lulu?"
did
To be
you think
honest,
about?
I don't even think I remembered Lulu was there.
You didn't recognize like the other kids on the bus.
You didn't
Probably
look at
not.
Did you not have friends on the bus?
Probably not.
No.
I didn't have friends on the bus.
That was like in first or kindergarten.
That's so hilarious.
I remember that because because at this point we went to school together. We went to the same elementary school, and we only went to school like 1 year or 2 years together.
1 or 2, because we're 4 years apart.
So we went like 1 year probably.
There's 6 because it's kindergarten and 1st through 5th.
Like 1 or 2.
So 2. It was kindergarten,
2 years, and I just remember. Was it in 1st grade or in kindergarten?
I don't remember.
It was kindergarten.
Probably kindergarten. I don't think we stopped. We might have stopped riding the bus in 1st grade.
I think it was kindergarten because the teacher used to put you on the bus.
Yeah, they put you on the bus.
The teacher put you on the wrong bus.
It was her fault.
It was kindergarten. So I had just, my part of the story, I had just got on the bus.
and you didn't think to check it.
She said, whatever.
No, I was like, oh, like Miriam's not here. Well, a side note, we're gonna come back to
We'll circle back.
We're gonna circle back. But Miriam used to cry in school.
Yeah,
because she was little.
She
would just
little.
cry
for like
in school.
6 months.
Right. So me thinking, I was like, oh,
Little.
like she's not on the bus, and then the bus. I was like waiting. Actually, I was waiting and waiting. Like, oh, like
We
usually
used to-
Miriam comes on the bus.
Like, ahorita se va
We
a subir.
also would
Yeah.
sit like at the front of the bus because we were one of the first stops to get off.
yeah, we would sit
Last
at the
to
front.
get picked up, first to get off.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had the best, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Once you're the last, if there's not enough space.
Oh yeah.
But there wasn't a lot of people that where we lived, so like there was always room on our bus.
Oh, well.
So I was just waiting for Miriam to get on the bus, and she just never got on the bus. And then the
I
bus
never
started
showed up.
moving, and I was like, "Oh, she never got on the bus." And I was like, "Oh well, maybe she was crying, and my mom just like came and picked her up, and they just didn't tell me because
They would never
just
pick me
didn't.
up. They would leave me there.
No, but sometimes if we're like sick or something, or
If
we
I
were
was sick,
they
yeah,
would
they
like
would
come
pick me
and
up.
pick us up from school because we're sick. So I was like, "Oh, I guess like my mom just came to pick her up. Like she's just at home." And then I got to my stop. Yeah. I got to my stop. I got off the bus, and my mom was like, "Where's your sister?"
And we on another bus.
I was like,
I
"What do you mean? Like she's not with you?" She's like, "No, where's your sister? She's
dropping
supposed
some
to be
other
on the
kids off."
bus with you." And I was like, "You didn't pick her up." You didn't pick her up. Like where is she?
Yeah, I remember mom
And-
coming back
And
to
then
the house. She's like, Miriam, no se subió al bus. Miriam no llegó. I was like, what? Y ahí viene Lulu.
I remember I got sad because I was like, I lost my sister. Oh my God, they're gonna kill me. Like, they lost her. We're never gonna find her now. And I remember, I don't know if she told you to call the school or she told me to call the school and be
No,
like, hey,
she called the school.
Really? They did
Mi
not
ma
have people.
llamó.
They did
Y le
not have
dijeron,
people who spoke English.
Sí, aquí está Miriam. The bus had driven her back to the school and dropped her off because she didn't get off.
yeah, I
I guess
remember
you
mom
must
just
And
have.
I guess the guy or I don't know, lady
literally
figured out.
we walked into the office and Miriam was sitting like behind the desk under it, just like chilling.
Playing.
She's like eating
wasn't
something.
They used to have candy.
She was just like eating snacks or something, just happy as I don't know what. Just
I was not worried, but if I would have gotten off the bus, then that would have been a problem.
If you were gotten off the bus, it would have
Y
been.
también, if that was in kindergarten, no sabía mucho inglés.
No.
They would just
remember
send us
I
off.
remember my mom was like pissed though because she was like, they're supposed to put her on the bus. Like,
Yeah,
how
'cause
did
it
they
was the
put her on the
teacher.
wrong
Yeah.
bus?
It was a teacher that put her on the wrong bus.
But then she was like, okay, like it was like in the first days of school.
Yeah, it was.
That's how they got
So?
confused or something. But yeah, she was like, how could they put her on the wrong bus? Like, it don't make sense.
This is why mom picks up and takes her kids to school.
Yeah, that's probably why we stopped riding the bus, actually.
Because I didn't like the bus, honestly.
Yeah. And then ever since then, she was like, Lulu, if I don't personally tell you that I picked up your sister, you have to check that she gets on the bus with you. And I was like, okay.
Te
Now I
regañaron
know.
a ti.
No, she didn't. Because I was sad. Because I was like, oh my God, like, we're never going to find her. I was like going through it. And
I did not care.
She was like, yeah, she didn't care. No, my mom just told me, like, just make sure, like, if I don't tell you, if I don't come and tell you, or like, I'm
the
going to come
teachers
and
don't
tell
tell
you.
you.
Yeah, but she was like, I don't even trust that. I'm going to come and personally tell you that I picked up
She's
your
going
sister.
to go to your classroom and tell you.
Like,
She
I'm
said,
taking
I
your
picked
sister.
up your sister, so you're just going to come on the bus by yourself. But she was like, just check that she gets on the bus with you every day unless I tell you otherwise, or like she didn't go to school. And I was like, okay.
This is what I tell Celeste too. Like, don't go with nobody if I didn't tell you, or if I didn't tell the teacher to tell you that so and so is gonna pick you up. Like, if I get to the line late, I'm like messaging her sister, her teacher. I'm messaging her teacher to tell her that I'm like back in the line, not in the front where I used to be, and just so she doesn't freak out.
Yeah, and you always tell her like, oh, like your grandma's gonna go pick you up a day before.
I try
know.
to tell her, warn her.
She doesn't cry at school, or she didn't cry at school.
She never cried at school.
Can't relate.
I cried.
You can't
I
relate.
cried all the way back.
Bro,
I got you out of classes though.
Miriam would cry like every single day in kindergarten. Like
Lord.
probably for like months.
For like 6 months.
Probably for months.
Maybe
And
like 3 or 4.
No.
You think 6 months?
That's what the lady told me. The assistant,
lady?
the in kindergarten.
They remember you.
She hella remembers me.
Yeah, they do. The same lady still work there.
Yeah.
The same
So
lady
she
still
knows
work there.
that
She
she's
knows
Daisy's sister.
She knows
That
us.
cries also.
She knows us because my brother went there, I went there, Miriam went there, and now our 2 little siblings are going there. They know like our whole
Yeah,
line.
they know our last
family.
names.
Yeah, they know our whole line.
They don't know me though
No.
The
You didn't go there.
It was like
at all.
Yeah.
our kindergarten assistant. She stayed there until like I left in 5th grade, and she remembers me like throughout the whole thing. She gave me a gift when I left in 5th grade.
Oh,
And
that's so cute.
I still have
I didn't
like,
get a gift.
she didn't fuck with you.
What the hell?
I
Yeah, that's
go-
chillado.
I'm finna go and tell
gotta
her
become
something.
memorable. And then she wrote me a
I
little
was
note, and I
memorable.
forgot to write her, but like I still have it.
Girl, you forgot to write her.
Yeah,
Now she don't fuck with you.
she definitely do. She still love me with you.
Bro, literally, Miriam would get me out of class. That's the only good part about it, because I remember one specific time I was in gym class, like in the middle of my
I
gym
actually
class.
remember that time too.
I was in the
specifically.
middle of my gym class. So all they would do is literally like come knock on the door. They would tell the teacher, like whisper it, because they didn't want to embarrass Miriam, I guess.
Aw.
They would
Like the
come
class
and
knew
be
me.
like, yeah, can you call Lulu outside? Her sister's outside. Like she
Bawling her eyes out.
And they would be like, Lulu, can you step outside? Me thinking like, at first I was like, oh,
Am I in trouble?
Yeah, but
Like, what did I
after
do?
Miriam kept crying, I was like, oh, it's Miriam. It's just Miriam. They would pull me out of class and be like, yeah, your sister's like crying like unconsolably, and like can you calm her down? Like you have to
You
calm
were
her
there.
down.
I was
option.
very
You were their only
unconsolable.
option.
I was their
Yeah.
only and last option, because they were like, we're not gonna send her home just because she's crying and she don't want to be here. Like
Now
has
they
to
be
stay-
sending them home.
She has to stay in class.
Let them stay there.
Yeah, and
Ya aprendí.
Sí, a mí me dejaron. Está bien.
Sí.
yeah, I remember one time I was in gym class, and I was a kid. I did not like gym class. I hated gym class.
Everybody hates gym
I
class.
did the bare minimum, and they
Me
passed
too,
me, and
bro.
I was like, great. But they had got me out of gym class because they were like, yeah, your sister's outside, and we need you to like calm her down, because she's like unconsolable. Like she can't even. She just sat in class and just crying and crying, and like she would not be quiet. Like the teacher couldn't even teach, and yeah. And I would go outside and I'm like, Miriam, like, what's wrong with you? And she's like,
La decías eso.
yeah, because I would be
¿Qué te
like,
pasa? ¿Por
did
qué
someone
estás
hurt you? Was someone mean to you? No. Are you sick? No. Like, did someone
I just didn't want to be there.
did someone like say something mean to you? Was a teacher mean to you? Like, do you need anything? Are you hurt? She'd be like, no. And I was like, so why are you crying? She would just be like, I don't know. I'm scared. Like, I don't want to be here. I want to
Oh.
go home.
You know, I don't remember any of this conversation.
Te imaginas a Miriam
And I'm
It
like,
makes me wanna
and I would
cry.
just have to, and she would just like want to hug, and I would just hug her, and she would, and then she would,
Qué bonito. No chille, Miriam.
crying.
No chille, Miriam.
and I would,
Excelente, excelente.
oh my
No
God.
chille, pues, porque vas a estar chillando, Miriam. Por si ya estoy
I'm
chillando.
not even a crier.
I would just hug her, and I would be like, "Are you
Y también tú
fine?"
vas.
No, I'm crying laughing though. It's a difference. And I'd be like, bro, like nobody hurt you. Like you're fine. Like just relax. Like calm down. And I
Solo
would just,
quería un abracito.
yeah. And I would just hug her, and she would calm down. I'd be like, okay, you good? She'd be like, yeah.
Aw.
And I'd be like, okay, they're gonna take you back to class, okay? And then
But
I
in
would-
Spanish.
Yeah.
She didn't know English,
I
probably.
did
would
not
talk
know
to her in
English.
Spanish because
No te enseñamos inglés, Miriam.
She
No.
knew a little bit though.
Yo creo
A
que sí
little
sabías
bit.
poquito.
No, ¿sabes por qué? Because Alyssa, she would even tell me, she was like, yeah, I remember when we met, like, you didn't know any English.
She remembers.
Yeah, she remembers more than I do.
Oh, Alyssa's your friend since kindergarten.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you still talk to her?
Every once in a while. Her birthday just passed.
When I went to school, I didn't know any English.
Hold on, I gotta look at my face.
I knew some English because you and my brother would come home and would talk in English, or like the TV would be in English. So I knew like a little bit of English. Like I picked up on it, and I knew a little bit of English.
I was the oldest, so my dad
You really
knew
did get the worst.
a little bit of English.
Now he's like fluent.
Maybe like his basic
Yeah,
stuff.
he just has a really
he be
thick
acting.
accent.
Not even, sometimes he just be
Sometimes
acting.
he's okay.
He be sound clear.
acting.
I swear he be playing. He be clear. I'm like, who are you right now?
Yeah, so my dad knew a little bit, maybe his basic stuff,
Yeah,
but my
back then a
mom
little
didn't
bit.
know any, and she didn't know how to drive, and it was hard. And when I went to school,
So she couldn't even drive you to school.
no, I had to take
she
the
took the
bus.
bus.
You had to take the bus.
I had to take the bus, not know any English, and not knowing anybody. It was my first year. It was kindergarten.
Was that hard?
I think it was very hard. I honestly don't remember it, and I think my mind is blocking it because it was so traumatic.
Traumatic. Yeah.
You don't remember at all?
I don't remember.
Because I remember kindergarten.
I don't remember. At
I don't
all.
remember a whole
But
lot.
my mom tells me that like I would get off the bus crying, and I would cry and tell her that my teacher didn't give me any water, but in Spanish. And it was just because I didn't know how to ask for water. And the teacher wasn't going to read my mind and say, oh, you know what? She probably needs some water. And so I would just come home crying, expecting probably my teacher to know what I wanted or understand me, but she
But
didn't
then you
understand
try
me.
to tell her. Do you know if you try to tell her?
I don't know.
Anyway?
I don't remember.
I think your mind probably just blocked it.
I think it blocked her because I was
You don't remember at
traumatized.
all kindergarten at all?
No. And I also remember it was this little boy.
What's his name?
You had a
No.
little boyfriend?
No.
What was his name?
He just.
What was
looked-
his last name?
I don't
We'll find
remember.
him.
He looked.
I'll find him.
He looked very different from the rest of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say it.
Okay, I think I know what you mean.
And he would just chase me around the playground and not leave me alone. And
He had a crush on you?
like I was really scared of him because I had never seen someone to look like him. And so I would rather sit with the bad kids that couldn't play on the playground than to play and have him chase me around
You
because
have
I
friends
was
with the
really
bad
scared of him.
kids?
That's the only thing I remember. So I was just traumatized.
So you only had traumatic
terrible.
experiences.
That's why I
in
don't think I remember
kindergarten.
anything because I had a hard time.
You know,
And I didn't have anybody to help me with my homework. And I had always been someone that liked to go to school and have all my homework done and go. Like I would probably prefer not to go to school than to go without homework.
that
done.
was me.
I literally did the bare minimum in school. What I did to pass, I would do it, and I would not do the rest. And I only missed because I don't know if it still is a thing, but I missed as many days as I was able to miss to still pass.
That's the thing.
I think it's still
But
a
you
thing.
passed.
Yeah, I passed.
You're right.
You all right?
I just did the bare minimum I could do, but I passed.
Yeah, so for homework, my mom used to take me walking because she didn't know how to drive. She used to take me up the little street.
Because
And-
everybody lived there.
Yeah, but not that way though. Not where our cousins used to
This
live.
is on
The
like,
other way.
This is on Beatty's Ford.
No,
on
this is
La Salle.
before.
Oh, that's before.
Yeah. No, Beatty's Ford was right there.
Oh,
We
it's
never
next
lived
to
on
it.
Beatty's Ford.
Well, we didn't live on La Salle either.
Yes, we did.
Oh wait, no.
Is
I
La
think-
Salle the
That
little
was where
house?
the little house.
Why do we always say on
it
Betty's
has a
Ford?
different name. It's
Newland.
not. Yes, that.
La Salle is another street.
Yeah,
I think it's on the other side.
they're all kind of
Okay, it's
connected,
Newland.
but it's Newland.
Yeah.
That's
so we
what I'm
went,
talking about.
Okay, so we went.
I'm tripping.
We used to go walking up the street, and we would turn down another street where it was these two guys. It was Lupe and Manuel.
Mm-hmm.
Lupe, el papá de Yasmin.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
they knew English, and they helped me with my homework.
Oh, I think I remember you telling us this.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet because afterwards, years
Did
later.
you actually pass though?
Yes.
You did. You
Kids
did it
learn
good.
quickly. Kids learn quickly, and I start to have memories from first grade on, so I think I learned really quickly.
They just needed to help her a little bit. She was learning in school. Like,
Yeah, I was going to learn eventually. And so they would help me with my homework, and then years later, they had their family. Lupe had his family, his kids, and I got to help his kids with their homework.
Oh, it
It's
did full
so cute.
circle.
Full circle.
I will
moment.
never forget him and how much he helped me and never said, no, llévese su guacha por allá que alguien más le ayude.
So but I mean, I'm assuming they would call him and be like,
Did they
hey,
even
see,
have-
We didn't just show up.
Can you make it?
How would we know he
But
was home?
he would help you like every day.
I don't remember it being every day, but I don't know if I had homework every day that little.
Probably not.
And you guys don't have. Their oldest kid is my age.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
they didn't even have kids like your age to be like,
No.
oh, they can just do their homework together.
No.
Because their oldest kid's my age.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have any kids.
And
I
he
don't
was-
remember Hilda being in the picture either.
So did he go to school in Mexico then? Because I mean,
I
he would
think
have to
he
know
had-
basic
I think-
math and stuff, and like reading.
I
and
don't know
stuff.
where
But
he
it's
learned
also
English.
like kindergarten. Now I feel like they changed the curriculum. Now it's like they learn stuff more advanced in kindergarten, and before it was not like that.
Pero no sé dónde él aprendió inglés. Yo creo que a lo mejor
Probably
ya tenía
here.
tiempo
Sí,
aquí.
creo él fue quien llegó primero, que estaba como en Chicago, no sé qué, or
Okay.
something.
He's always been a smart man, though. He knows all the tech stuff and all kind of things.
He know all
Yeah,
the
but he used to help me with my homework.
living in the wild stuff too.
And
Yeah.
then once I learned English, I had to help all of you. Fill out all the paperwork.
I remember I told you to help me on my homework like every day.
I
Because
remember. I still have notes where you used to write me on little sticky notes.
You still have those?
I have them. And you used to say, like, I love you and thank you for helping me on my homework. I don't know.
I think I remember that, and I think me and Miriam used to do something similar.
Yes, because
We
I have.
did! Oh my
I
god,
have
I remember
others.
that!
I have others that say, I don't know who it was from.
You still have them?
Yes, I have them. And
I
they
don't
would
have
say,
ours
I
anymore.
love you as much as I can.
That was mine.
was you.
I used
Okay.
to say that.
Yeah,
I
we
know
used
that.
to say that.
We used to have like little mailboxes.
We used to play like mail, and we used to write each other
Notes?
and then letters.
Letters.
Yeah, letters. And
Lulu
then
used
we
to
had
write
mailboxes.
letters.
Oh.
We had little mailboxes, and stuff, and I would go and put it in her mailbox.
mailbox.
I
and she would
remember
read
that.
it, and then she
Cute.
would write me back.
It was so fun.
And put it in your mailbox.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
It's because we didn't have phones. That's
Yeah,
why.
we had to with our imagination play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would text each other, but
On paper.
write it down.
On paper, yes. I had a good childhood, though.
I think we all did.
I had a fun one.
It's not. I mean, I think I pretty much had a good childhood, a fun childhood.
I had a fun childhood.
I think I was the
I had a great
last
time.
one to actually have a childhood.
I used to be
These
outside
kids don't have a
every day,
childhood. Oh, me
the
too.
whole afternoon.
I loved playing because we had big yards, front and back. So, and then the
Yeah.
hill. I had the time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Time of my life.
Miriam grew up in like Huntersville for
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she still played.
I
because
played.
she didn't have a phone.
No.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying I was the last one to actually have a
Phones ruined
childhood.
it.
Yeah. Well, we ran out of time.
Sorry.
Yes, she has to go pick up her kids.
I got kids, but it was fun.
It was.
I
fun.
like
I
this
enjoyed
one.
it.
This one was
Poquito
funner than the first
chilladas.
one.
Miriam was crying.
I'm not even a crier.
Well,
Yes,
today
are, though.
you were.
Yes, you are though. I
No,
feel
I'm
Thank you
not.
for
you're a crier
watching
on
us.
this.
Lulu, I've cried like 2 times before this. Last time I cried was New Year's.
You have cried? Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
No.
Yes.
Why did you cry in New
Was it
Year's?
New
We
Year's?
were having a conversation.
Oh, it was New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
It was New Year's. It was a whole conversation. It was a whole thing.
Well, thank you for watching us. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. We sure had fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're remembering things that we didn't even know we remembered.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a lot of you are going to relate to us, especially being the firstborn and the first to go to school. And yeah, it was tough. But we made it.
We made it out all right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yes. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.